Wow. All right, guys, if you've been thinking about relocating to Destin, but you're thinking, you know, it's too busy, it's too touristy, and quite honestly, it's too overpriced, I totally get it. When I was moving here about 20 years ago, I felt the exact same way. And what I'm going to be showing you guys today is first this house behind us. It's a nice little neighborhood that, you know, if you're trying to be near Destin, but you don't want to be in the heart of it, this is going to be great for you. So I'm going to show you guys this house behind us. It is gorgeous. I cannot wait to show it to you guys. It is beautiful, beautiful. Brand new build. Big thanks to my friend Nikki Seagraves with ERA American for letting us see this. Let's get into this. So I'm going to showcase off this house, then the neighborhood. I'm going to show you how you can be golf cart close to downtown, to concerts in the park, and you know, all the fun that goes on in downtown here. You guys do not want to miss this one. It's a good one. Let's get into it. So we are sitting at 353 Okaloosa. This is a brand new build by a buddy of mine, a builder buddy of mine, Jason Carducci, and his business partner. They always do this kind of unique modern style. One thing I want to point out here is this is new construction and they have gutters. If you guys are longtime viewers of this channel, you know I always like pointing that out because a lot of times these builders, they're not putting in gutters. They're going to assume that you didn't see it. You're not thinking about that whenever you go to purchase a home, and so they're just going to try to save on cost on it. So look at this massive door too. Holy cow. That's got to be 10 feet, give or take. I'll find out here in just a minute. So come on in. We've got a closet right here, and then the bedroom starts. This is 4-bed. It could be a lot more. Just wait until you see some of the spaces. There's so many cool little hidden things that they've done with this house. So it is still in process. So you'll see little blue tapes and nicks and things like that. They're about a week out from being completed with everything. So we have the first bathroom right here on this ensuite. This is marble here, and it's marble throughout on everything. That's pretty thick too. We've got 2 bedrooms here attached by this Jack and Jill bathroom. And this is pretty cool too. It's big tub. And then you've got tub to ceiling tile on it to protect it. Super cool. And some space age toilets. That's pretty sweet. All right, other bathroom or other bedroom right here. One of the things that I really like about his builds are the fixtures and stuff that he does. All the little attention to detail, the recessed lighting, you know, everything that you're seeing here is tall doors. Everything's so tall. It makes me feel so good. A lot of times when I'm doing these house tours, I am feeling cramped, you know, being a 6'2" dude. So this is the garage here. So much of what we're going to be talking about today is right here, right? It is golf cart communities. Or being in a golf cart community. So that's going to be kind of the theme of what I'm talking about today, because I think it's one of the best parts about being in this part of Fort Walton Beach. We're in the downtown area, and it's all golf cart friendly. And this house, the reason why we chose it is because it's a single car garage. It's a full one, but it would be great for a golf cart, or even if you had a car here and a golf cart, because this is a huge garage. It's a lot bigger than you're used to seeing. You've got outlets all over the place. We've got, what am I missing here? Oh, attic space up there, and there are metal stairs, not just the cheaper wooden ones. We've got a Rinnai hot water on demand. These are some of the coolest things, and a massive air conditioning and furnace. But let's continue on. All right, so this is so cool right here. I'm not sure this door is shut. This is so cool right here. You got a little closet here. You open it up, and it hasn't, all the wires haven't been hidden and stuff, but don't worry, they will. And what is this for? It is for a whole house surrounds, well, it's not whole house. It is in the living space, and that's what this is right here. These are speakers. So in the living space and the master bath, you've got you know, music playing throughout the whole house if you want. We've got it turned off because obviously we're shooting a YouTube video and they'll strike us down if they hear music in the background. But look at this kitchen. Oh man, and I meant to keep this closed, but look at this thing. So when it's closed, and everything's soft close, of course, so you'll see it kind of slowly close itself. It just looks like it's part, oh, I did it backwards. But you guys get the point, right? Super, super cool. Hidden butler's closet. This thing is massive. Think about all the SpaghettiOs you can have in here. You can have so many SpaghettiOs, top ramen. This could just be your top ramen shelf. SpaghettiO shelf, Oreo shelf. God, I love this. This is awesome. So again, with the marble, it's very thick marble too. That's got to be 2 inches. And this is so cool. Look at this. Even the clock has its own kind of style to it there. You got a microwave, your oven. I think one of these is also a, can't think of the name right now. But anyway, soft close everything. So you're mad at your spouse, you slam the drawer, your silverware goes everywhere, but you don't damage it. This is in the process of being fixed. There's a vent hood there, so don't worry about that. And then we've got lots of this. They're doing an open house right now, so you're gonna see some people walking through. But look at this monstrosity of a living space. You got the recessed lighting here. You got the four doors. These all slide over, so you can have an inside, outside area. We'll go out there in just a moment. I wanna show you the coolest part about this. So you guys are not gonna believe this. Actually, I'm gonna flip it around. I don't want you to see it yet. This is the master, okay? So master room, nothing crazy. Nothing that crazy. But then we go into the master bath. Oh my gosh. So this is what I was saying. It could be its own 5th room. This thing is massive. Closet number 1 with the built-ins already. Like, have all your shoes up here, lining the tops, all of your clothes hung up. It's even got some down here. They've done a very good job of this. But this is the real moneymaker. Holy cow. Huge tub right here. And even more so, like, look at this. I'm just gonna walk in. I'm gonna tell you how many steps it takes me to get to the shower head. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 steps. Look at this. So, I'm not gonna tell you what they call this type of shower. The builder's got a great sense of humor, but it is massive, massive stuff. So, of course, you've got your dual vanities here, separated with this thing, so you can keep all of your makeup and stuff hidden. You've got your toilet here, closed off in its own room. You guys know I like that. And then the other closet. So we've got her closet, and we've got probably also her closet. Okay, guys, you guys can use one of the other ones. And then of course we've got the little linen pantry right here again, with all the custom built-ins and things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look outside. Show you what the backyard area would look like, especially if you guys are looking at doing indoor-outdoor fun. Oh, I didn't even notice this door. It's kind of cool. Nice little touch. We'll swing by out here. All right. So another nice little touch too I want to point out right here on the door. It's got the built-in blinds. You just hit this bad boy right here and you'll see it kind of slide up and down, close, open. Got them on my house. I absolutely love it. So the aesthetic is beautiful. The builder loves black. They did put a fan out here, recessed lighting, all of the kind of higher end upgrades that you would expect. And then you've got this patio area here. So if you were to open that up to do kind of the indoor outdoor space, you can have your, whatever you're cooking on out here, what have you. I would put a hot tub here personally, but it could just be a couple of chairs, have your morning coffee out here, what have you. And so I've also got a kind of a special treat for you on this one because Nikki is doing an open house on this one. We're gonna pick her brain a little bit. So we're gonna ask about the builder, and we're gonna do that before we show you how quick it is to get to Ferry Park. That's gonna be the next thing after this. Do not wanna miss that. And then of course, we're gonna take you downtown. And at the end of the video, I've got a really special treat for you. And we have a cameo right at the end. Somebody you guys might recognize if you're on YouTube already. And yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna say anything else there. But funny story, we're gonna talk to Nikki here in just a moment. Me and Nikki go way back. She was actually my first mentor, and she actually used to run the Emerald group with me. So super cool there. She's out on her own now and just absolutely slaughtering it. It's awesome. But yeah, so, you know, if you guys need help moving down here, that's what we do. You know, I run a whole team of professionals. We have an expert in every single city. So feel free to reach out to us if you need help with your house. So let's go in there and talk to Nikki and see what all the things that I'm sure I missed in this video. This real quick. Before we talk to Nikki, I am going to show you something that I missed, which is pretty important. Check this out. Extra bathroom. It's got the gold accent, backlighting. I really like that. But look at this. This is huge. This is like a dream laundry closet right here. Laundry room, really. All right. Let's go to Nikki when I can get the. What's up, Nikki?
Hi, everybody.
Let me find I'm going to find a spot to set this down real quick, guys, and we are going to chat about this builder real quick before we go to Ferry Park. All right, Nick. Tell me about the builder.
Everything about the builder. Builder is Jason Carducci with JP Carducci Inc. He's a local builder who's been here for probably about 10 years now, building locally in the surrounding area. He's also a custom home builder, and on occasion he gets a little bored and builds himself a spec home. If we're being honest.
Yeah, that sounds like Jason.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Former military, just good old boy, just from Ohio, just loves to do what he does.
Awesome. So did I miss anything in this house when I was walking around? I know you were hiding from
I was
us,
hiding. It was a hide and go seek game. You went back to the laundry room, so you missed that. Tankless hot water system on demand, tall ceilings throughout. Everything.
Oh yeah,
in
how
here.
tall are the ceilings and the doors?
So doors are 8 foot, ceilings are 12. The front bedroom is 14 in height.
Okay.
Jason's 6'2", 3", somewhere right in there, so he doesn't like to feel crammed in. The guest bedroom, the Jack and Jill, has tub to ceiling tile. I don't know if you caught that or not.
I got that one.
The lovemaking shower, you can put probably 25 people in there if you really want to get them in there.
That's the name I wasn't going to tell you guys right there.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
That out.
I was going to eventually say it anyway. I just thought it was funny. That's what he likes to call it, a lovemaking shower. That massive shower that I showed you guys. It's it.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Marble tops throughout everything. Soft closed doors and drawers. Hidden butler pantry. The microwave, and then the air fryer.
Air fryer. That's the name I was trying to think of. I went totally blank when I was like showing it to him, and I was like, I cannot think of the name of that.
Oh yeah. So and then the digital screen, which you probably can't see on screen, it's on an angle to give it a little more modern flair. Drawers that pull out. Lazy Susan for the corner. You do have gas in case you ever wanted to change out the stovetop to a gas. That hood vent will not look like a slinky. That will be finished. Trying to think what other things. I think you hit on mostly everything. You know, you're a third of a mile to Ferry Park, which has got pickleball courts, basketball. I mean, it's got.
And we're about to show you guys
disc
all
golf,
of that.
And you can
I just drove over there. Did you see they have a new I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but they have a new fitness
center. Yes.
The thing is awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And if you walk the path, it's a mile. You can play hopscotch on it.
You can even take, I didn't mention this when I go out there because I cheated and I already went out there for you guys, but you can also take the, what's the road that goes, the sidewalk that goes off of it? It's the general, it's his road.
You were going to ask me that.
I cannot think of his name. Doolittle?
No.
Anyway, there's a whole other pathway that weaves back through neighborhoods as well, so it could be more than a mile if you wanted it to be.
You could, because it'll bring you all the way up to Uptown Station. But my goodness, what is that gentleman's name?
I can see it too. That's the worst part.
You'll have to drive by and get his name.
We'll have to figure it out. So stats on the house: 27,
65 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, listed at $800,000.
800,000.
Yeah, you won't find another one like it.
And then you get to do all the cool things that we're going to be showing you in this video with the golf cart stuff.
Don't forget about the yacht club.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the yacht club at all.
So the yacht club is a private yacht club, and they've just added a swimming pool in the last 2 years for the membership.
Oh, cool.
You have your own private boat launch. You're able to do dining there. It has its own bar, which is a wholesale product, like cost, that is. It's not very expensive. And they do sailing club, and they have regular slips available with power and water too.
And they're fairly priced too. I looked at it for a jet ski once, and it was like 150 or 200 bucks.
Yeah, it's not expensive. I want to say it's $12 a foot now for the slips.
Okay. That
depending
may
on
change.
what tier of membership. I think we're in it at like $135 a month, and you have to spend $50 in food, which is very easy to do.
Yeah, it's
nice.
actually good food too.
It is. It's nice to pull up on the boat or the jet ski, have your own little beach, or you can jump in the pool.
Get yourself a snack and a brew.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool.
So, well, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely. Now off to Ferry Park, guys. All right, it took all of 3 minutes to get here from the property, and I'm actually really excited to show you guys this because it's been a couple months since I've been out here. I've been slacking, and I'm gonna turn my car off first. Got so excited to show you guys this. I was just leaving the car running. But it's been a few months since I've been out here, and they've added some things, and I don't even know what this is, but I'm super excited to show you guys. So this is Ferry Park. It is probably one of the best parks in the entire Emerald Coast. I know that's a bold statement, but wait until you see everything that is out here. I'm gonna have to throw up a drone just to show you guys everything, because or else this will be an hour-long situation. But check this out. It's a little fitness course. Never seen this. You guys are here with me on the first time. So this must be pretty new here. So it looks like it's got some instructions, different things to do. This is pretty cool. Scan here for workouts. What? All right. I don't know what's going on here, but I like it. That's super cool. So we got basketball courts over here. You can probably hear, actually this might not be picking it up. We've got some pickleball over here. We've got some tennis courts over here. I'm gonna see if I can pull the drone up. If not, then the only thing that will be missing from some older drone footage that we have would be this right here. So if you're not seeing this, well, that's why. I was going to save the drone for when I get out to the Fort Walton Beach downtown area to try to get some new footage of that. But I think I'm probably going to throw it up here in just a second. But everything here is so well maintained. I'm going to show you this basketball court, which is probably it's generally being used because there's only one of them. But this entire park consists of so much more than just this here. I'm going to show you this. So you can kind of see how well it's maintained. We've got these glass background hoops, and they do very good to make sure that the nets are always good, you know, and just everything in general is just taken care of really, really well. You can kind of see a walking path right here. In fact, you can see a gentleman right over there walking. This entire thing, I don't know how long it is, but sometimes I'll come out here for lunch, and I'll just kind of wander around after lunch. I'll come over here and eat my, you know, poke bowl or whatever I'm eating, and come out here. So this park has soccer courts, or soccer fields, sorry, right over here. We've got different park, you know, like standard children's play stuff right there. I'll go over there in just a minute. There's several water features as well. In fact, there's a small bridge that we're actually just about to come up on right here, which I can't wait to show you because there's generally some pretty cool stuff out there. You know, you'll see turtles and little things like that. And also throughout this, you've got, very similar to what we just saw, that little fitness area. There's, if you're walking this or even running it, there's a bunch of them as you go, scattered through the entire area. So they're not quite as nice as that one was, but they are out here, and I'll show you one of those here in just a second. But this park has one hidden thing that is my favorite about this park that I can't wait to show you as well. So first, we've got to look at some wildlife. So this is actually the shallowest I have ever seen this. You can kind of see little fishes and stuff going around. It's generally considerably higher. You can kind of see here at the edge, for whatever reason, it's a little bit lighter today, but you've got it on both sides. So, oh, look at these turtles. What? Wonder if I can zoom in. Oops, did I mess that up? Nope. That's not zooming in at all. I don't know why it's being finicky on me. Anyway, hopefully you're able to see the turtles there. It's kind of hard for me to see on the screen if you guys are able to see it. So you can kind of see, this is what I was talking about with the little trail. And then you've got a little exercise area right over here, should you decide to do push-ups and squats and stuff like that. Very similar to what we just saw. But this concrete pad is one of 18 of them out here. And it's why this is my favorite park in the area. Now, I don't go frisbee golfing anymore, or I haven't in a very long time, but this used to be a pretty big staple here that you'd come out and do. So if you've never done it, it's pretty sweet. You'll have that little concrete pad that I just showed you. You'll have your little set of frisbees. And if we walk far enough, we'll eventually see where the net is that you would throw it into. And the entire goal is it's exactly like golf. You want to get it in the net. You want to hit it in 3 throws, I believe is what it is. I just do it for a good time. You'll generally see people out here. So this is that little workout area. So another one of them that we're kind of talking about here. But with that other nice one over there, I almost don't see any reason to use these ones unless you're wanting to run, the trail or walk the trail as well. And it goes, it squirrels back. Like we're not even, you can kind of see where the cars are behind us. I've been walking for 2-3 minutes maybe, and we're not even 5% of the way done. Get little squirrels over here. Very dog friendly as well. So you'll have a bunch of these where they'll keep up with it, so you can grab your dog waste. This is the soccer fields here. They'll do a lot of pickup games. You also see the tennis courts over there. And then this is where one of the frisbee golf things are, as you can see right here on the right side. I call it frolf, just because I just think it's funny. But there's a hole, no pun intended, an entire 18 quote-unquote hole course here. And it squirrels back. You'll kind of see this pathway all the way down there, and then it goes all the way around here, and then it goes all the way back there, and then it comes all the way back around. You can actually see another one of the frisbee golfs here. This is like hole 7. That one's probably, it's 18 or 17. I can't remember. I don't normally see it on this side of the water, so this bridge is new. So always changing stuff, always keeping up with it. I'm not going to go and show you guys the entire thing here from the ground, because like I said, that would take forever. But I'm going to get back to the truck. We're going to throw the drone up in the air and make sure you guys get a good view of everything that's out here. And guys, I can't wait to show you what is next. We're going to go, well, actually, as soon as we get to the truck, we're going to talk about the golf cart stuff. So that house that we were talking about in this entire area, plus even further north than where we are right now. So we headed north about 3 or 4 minutes from the house to get here. This entire area is golf cart friendly. There are 3 areas here in Fort Walton Beach that are golf cart friendly. I'm going to show you both of them on a small map that I brought with me. And but the main one we're going to be talking about is this one, because it's the one, it's this section of the town that we're talking about in this video. So we're going to get there and do that. And then I'm so excited to show you guys the downtown area. Once we start talking about the golf cart, we will kind of walk you through all of that and then show you by driving there what the downtown area looks like and where you would be taking your golf cart should you decide to go to the downtown area of Fort Walton, which, because it's golf cart friendly, is like the best part about living in this side. So this is the kind of Elliott's Point area of Fort Walton Beach. We call it East Fort Walton Beach or Elliott's Point, just kind of depending. It's kind of, technically it's both. Elliott's Point is the section above Hollywood, which is one of the main roads that runs through. Not really a main road, one of the side roads. And then, so you got these guys about to go frisbee golfing right here. Lost my train of thought there. Anyway, let's get to the truck. We'll talk about some golf cart friendly areas. And, oh, I didn't even show you. I'm so glad these guys were here grabbing a drink. So that's the restrooms right there. They're very nice. It used to just be porta potties out here, but luckily a couple of years ago, they fixed it up. Got this really nice restroom there, so that you know, if you need to tinkle, you definitely can. The first hole of the frisbee golf is right behind us. That's why they're starting there, because it's literally like right there. So pretty cool. Let's talk about the golf cart area. Whew, all right. Had to make sure the air conditioner was on. And while I sit here and talk to you guys about this, because it's warm, it's 86 degrees, right in the middle of May here. So we're starting to turn up the heat just a little bit. So let me pull my little photo here. I'll kind of show you guys, and hopefully I can pull it up on my vehicles thing as well. So we've got this area down here is where we are at. Technically, we are right about here. Can't really tell, but like kind of where all the lines stop there, because that's the whole park. There's no roads and stuff through. So the house that we looked at was down right about here. It took about 3 minutes to get from here to here. So it's, you know, this is the whole Elliott's Point. This is Hollywood that I was just talking about, and Elliott's Point is above it. And then the rest of East Fort Walton is just beneath it. Now you got these guys. These guys are frolfing for sure. Yeah, they're about to go frolfing. Anyway, so everything that you see in green on this map, to include North Fort Walton, is golf cart friendly. And there's another area over here that it's not showing in this picture, but this is the entire golf cart friendly area. So this road right here that kind of curves is one of the main roads called Eglin, and it goes all the way up to Eglin Air Force Base, or Beale. I get them confused, I'm sorry. But anyway, that's the main one. That's the road you don't want to pass, okay? You can basically go all the way to it. There's just one small section up here that you can't get to off of Yacht Club, but there's not really anything for you to be driving a golf cart around here anyway. So what we're going to do later that I'm going to show you is we're going to drive underneath the bridge over here to get to this section here of downtown Fort Walton. So again, all golf cart friendly. So if you're living anywhere in here, you can have a golf cart. So I've got some notes on that. I want to go over it with you so that I make sure we hit everything on this. So let's talk about it. All right. Golf cart stuff. So first off, in order to have a golf cart here, you need a permit. They need to know that you're driving it out here. The permit it's pretty pricey. It's $25 for the whole year. So, you know, not too bad. $2.50 a month, something like that. $2 a month plus. I'm not going to try to do the math. You guys get the point. Let's see. You need proof of insurance, of course. They want to make sure that you are insured. You are going to be on main roadways. You need to register it and get the permit decal that they give you, and it needs to be on the driver's side rear bumper. So make sure that that is being displayed. You need to be at least 16 years old and have an active license. So if you're on a learner's permit or whatever, at 15 and a half is when they start driving around here. They should not be driving the golf cart, and of course anybody not licensed should not be driving either, especially on the county roads. And that's another thing, it has to be on county roads. Nowhere else can you be driving this, which all of that green area that I was telling you is county road. The only one that is not is Hollywood. So it was that one that going left to right or east to west that I kind of pointed out. You can cross it, but you can't stay on it. You don't want to stay in that area on your golf cart. You need to follow the speed limits. I think that's a given, but I got to say it. And you're not supposed to be exceeding 25 miles an hour, which in none of these areas, I don't think any of them go to 25. They might go up to 35 on a couple of the roads, but for the most part, it's going to be 25 or under. And then don't operate on the sidewalks. Okay, you're kind of doing this like a vehicle. You do need seat belts, just like a normal vehicle. And this isn't just for Fort Walton. This is really anywhere along the Emerald Coast. But Fort Walton's just specific because the entire area isn't golf cart friendly. So there's only a couple areas, like I mentioned. And lastly, the golf carts are supposed to be operated no earlier than 30 minutes before sunrise and no later than 30 minutes after sunset. So basically, as soon as it starts getting dark, make sure that you're bringing that home. That is the only part about the entire thing that sort of sucks a little bit, because the landing that I'm about to take you to and all this stuff, and I've got so many surprises for you guys today in this video. I can't wait. I'm just gonna blow a teaser out there right now. I'm gonna show you downtown Fort Walton and the landing and all that cool stuff that you take your golf cart to. And then I'm also going to show it tonight when things are happening. So like right now, it's middle of the day on a Friday. It's going to be nice and like chill, relaxed over there. But tonight it's going to be popping. There's going to be concerts. Like it's gonna liven up. So you really get to see what it would look like to live here should you decide to move down here. So that was everything for the golf cart here. And I do want to see if maybe I can kind of show it on here. I'm always iffy about showing up my map app on my truck because I think it does that like flutter thing a little bit, but hopefully it's not too bad. Like on the screen right now, it's really bad. So we might be cutting this out of the video, but if it looks decent when we're editing it, then it'll be fine. So this is that same area that I was talking about. So Hollywood that I was mentioning before. And then we've got that little twist, Eglin Parkway right here. So it is Eglin. Eglin and Beale always mess me up. You'd think it'd be easy to remember because Eglin goes straight into Eglin and Beale kind of goes straight into Eglin, but there's a slight turn. Anyway, so you can kind of see where we're at here. The property that we viewed was right here on this road. And so this whole area here, good to go, golf carted up all around. You come over here to Lake Earl, you know, check out the water stuff. There's lots of different options down here, but then here's the downtown area. There's the landing that I was talking about that we're going to be going to go see. Now, when we're looking at this, the other area that is good for, I don't know why it's turned this way. Let's recenter. Oh no, it's going to take us all the way in. I didn't mean to do that. The other areas that you can golf cart in are right up here, just north of this racetrack road. This is a kind of a golf course community. It's a little bit more established. And then there's another small area over here that you can do it as well. Right here where you see Overbrook. There's kind of this whole section here that you're good, but you'll only really see them here and then in this neighborhood here. I know, you know, golf cart communities might not be something you're even looking for. That's fine. You don't need a golf cart to be out here. I just think it's one of the best add-ons. In fact, I'm actively looking in this area because I would like to be able to just take my golf cart up to the landing. There's all these events and stuff. I don't want to spoil it for the future video, but there's so much going on up there. I think it would be so cool to be able to just take a golf cart up there and just enjoy the day, and then, you know, take it on back. I don't have to worry about leaving my car anywhere or anything like that, or, you know, trying to find parking. That's one of the worst things. So let me make sure I hit everything on Ferry Park. We talked about the playgrounds, the walking past soccer fields, sports leagues. We got them, lots of them. The tennis. A lot of times those tennis courts are just slam packed, especially when they're doing a league or something. It's kid and dog friendly, obviously kid friendly because there's parks and stuff, but it's very dog friendly as well. You'll see folks walking their pups out here. Let's see here, and of course the hidden frolf course, as I like to call it, frisbee golf. So I think what we're going to do next. Actually, you know what? While it's on my mind, right, we're kind of talking about the Emerald Coast, different areas that are golf cart friendly. We have a Emerald Coast guide that we just finished up. I've mentioned this in a couple other videos, so if you're a longtime viewer, first off, thank you. But if you do want that, it's a free resource for you. I'm gonna throw a little QR code up here. You can just snap a photo if you're watching on your TV or your PC or whatever. Snap a photo, it'll take you right to it. You got to throw your email in there because we do have to be able to send it to you. But it's a pretty hefty course, and it kind of goes over every town along the Emerald Coast. So if you're way early in your search or you're not really sure where you want to be, this is an overview guide, okay? And we're going through and we're doing individual guides for every city that will really dive deep into it. But for right now, that's what we've got. We've got this whole guide. So go ahead and snap a photo of that. If you're on your phone watching this, you can go to the comment, or not the comments, but the description down below. We'll have a link in there for you as well. It's got pretty pictures on there, and it's got some overviews on each of the cities, some cost of living stuff in there, and just like some generalized knowledge. Our entire thing here is that we're trying to make everything easier for you when you're relocating. As you guys, for those of you that don't know my story, I'm prior military. I was moved here 20 years ago. And I didn't know what I was getting into. There was no videos like this on the internet. Nobody was telling me where I needed to be. They just kind of told me where the base was, and I just looked on a map, and that's where I searched for a house at. And I wish that we had videos like this back then. It would have been super, super helpful. All right, so we're gonna go grab my pup and grab my dog. We're gonna go to we're gonna go to the downtown area, but we're gonna have to grab her first, which is out of this area. And then I'm gonna take you back to where we were at the house. And from there, I'll show you how quick it is to get to the downtown area. And then we'll kind of talk about some of the timelines too, you know, like driving to Destin, stuff like that. But let's go get my dog, because everything we're gonna be doing from here on out is dog friendly. The entire downtown area is dog friendly. So, you know, might as well grab her. She might as well enjoy some of this. So see you in a second. Hey, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh, you excited? Ow. Nope, nope, stop moving, stop moving. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, stop pulling, young lady. This is Miss Lemon, and we are all going to go downtown. And hopefully the traffic is better, because it should have only taken me a minute or two to get back to my office, because it's about 5 minutes away. It took me about 7 or 8 because there was just some extra traffic I wasn't expecting in kind of a weird area. There's like this one little small section of Fort Walton. Oh, here, actually, I've got my map up. I will show it to you. Hopefully, again, this isn't all glitchy and stuff. Oh, why did this turn so weird? But anyway, right here, as you are about to go into downtown, or actually, man, with it being turned, it's so, there we go. So much better. All right, yeah, right here on the main road. It was just people trying to turn left there. Everybody's trying to get on this one portion to get to the bridge over into Destin. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. But what's so cool is the house that we just showed you in this whole area that we're talking about. You can bypass all of it and get straight to downtown without any of the traffic. That's what we're going to show you, but I need to drive back there. So give me a minute. This is how quick it is to get to downtown. Imagine we're on a golf cart. Should have asked one of my buddies that live down here to take us around on the golf cart. Maybe I'll do that tonight. See if we can sneak on a golf cart somewhere. But this is how quick it would be. So lots of construction going on right now. Ignore this. It's probably going to be like this for another year or two. You would take this pathway right here. That road would generally also lead you back to one of the main roads. And, oh, there's traffic. Okay, so this tells you that even the other area is absolutely slam packed, because generally you can just skate right through here. And literally just on the other side of that is about where we're going. That's where the kind of the start of downtown, I guess the start of downtown starts. So I'm not gonna just keep the camera running while we're sitting in this, but I am gonna keep track of the time so I can let you know, how long it actually takes to get to downtown. Oh, actually it looks like it's moving right now. Yeah, so we are moving just a little bit. Let's see how this goes. And, I'm ready for a coffee. That's what I know. I need some energy, so I'm gonna go swing by a coffee place down here. Actually, if it keeps moving fast enough, I'm gonna show you one of my buddy's places out here. He's got a waterfront bar out here, and it is pretty cool. Now I think we're gonna be stopped for a minute, so maybe I'll remember to turn the camera back on when we go there. But I'm probably gonna go there tonight, so that I could show you guys that as well. So stick around for that at the end of the video. We're gonna be showcasing what the downtown area looks like when, it's actually busy on a Friday night, like what's happening, the vibe, the feeling, so that, especially for those of y'all that might be thinking like, hey, Destin was a place I wanted, but now I'm looking at this and I'm getting similar vibes. It's, it's 6 miles from where we're sitting right. It's not even 6 miles. It's probably 6 to 8 minutes probably from right here if we were to go over this bridge to go into Destin. So you've got options. So we've got a golf cart right there, see? That's what I'm talking about. They're just enjoying a little golf cart life. They're trying to get out. Oh, that's so funny. Trying to dodge all these cars. But anyway, I will see you guys in a minute when I am stopping for coffee and getting a little caffeine energy buzz. I figured out what it was. They were doing construction on that one main area where the stop sign is. So that's what took so long. Come on, Lemon. Come on, Lemon. So let's grab some coffee. All right, so I got something called a mocha cola, which is the owner's favorite drink. He made it. It's called mocha cola because there's Coca-Cola in it. It's coffee, Coca-Cola, vanilla, mocha. It's interesting. I definitely don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it. So this is the backyard area of Moss. Kind of showed you guys the inside of it. This is one of a few coffee places here in the area. There's actually one opening up right around the corner called Beach Weekend Coffee. By the time this video is out, it should be just about opening. I think they just did a soft open. It looks amazing. It's created excuse me. It's created quite a bit of buzz here in the area. The folks that own it are, hi man, what are you doing? Just like sitting up on the thing with me. So it's a very popular family that picked it up, or that started it, and so every time they do something great for the community, of course everybody buzzes about it. But it looks beautiful in there. I've seen pictures. I've had a couple of friends that went to the soft opening. They said it was really good, and yeah. So we're sitting right across the street from the landing. Let me kind of show you here. I'm going to take you over here in just a minute. This is just the backyard area for Moss. There's a little coffee shop here. This entire strip here, this is the back end of it, is the downtown Fort Walton Beach area. So I'll be showing you guys that as we're kind of walking around. We've got, a little park over there. This is where they hold all of the events, and we're going to kind of show you a before and after, because this is where they're doing the concerts in the park tonight. And so I'm going to show you kind of before, like the calm before the storm, and a little bit after. So make sure you're sticking around for that part of the video. I'm going to go through my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, so this is a good example of a weekday buzz versus weekend buzz, and that's what you're really going to see tonight whenever we kind of showcase what it looks like now versus what it looks like later. But whenever they're doing events out here, this entire area is so full of stuff and people. I was just out here for this last weekend. There were 2 big events going on at once, which it just makes it just crazy, but it's generally 1 per weekend, if that. And they don't do something every weekend necessarily. There's farmers markets and things like that. But last weekend was Billy Bowlegs, which is the biggest event here in our area. It's basically, if you guys are long-term watchers of the channel, you've heard me talk about it. It is, it's where the pirates reenact like storming the beach and stuff like that. The military gets involved too. Hey, don't go down there, silly. And the military gets involved too. So there's like some pirate stuff, but then it's some like new age stuff. But for the most part, it's them reenacting, like storming the area, Destin and Fort Walton Beach, trying to go after the mayor. And they chase, there's a whole parade where they chase the mayor through town, and then the mayor grabs his Minutemen and his militia and chase him right back out. And then it's followed by, shenanigans, essentially. So, great for kids to a certain extent, and then it becomes not great for kids quickly. The water area gets filled. The whole day is like pirates are boarding your ship and stuff like that, so you have to be okay with strangers boarding your boat. If you're not, please let them know before they board, but they'll like fake capture you and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool little deal. But for right now, I'm going to sip and enjoy this coffee, and then we're going to show you the different areas. So I am smack dab in the middle of the landing right now, and it's actually pretty cool because they are setting up for concerts in the park as we speak. I'm going to kind of pan around, show you guys this, and then I'm going to show you a before and after, like a super quick snippet. And then I'll see you guys here tonight when it's actually, I've actually got a little bit more time. I can kind of walk around and show you guys. But so this is them setting up for concerts in the park right there. We've got a little parking lot here and a park here, and my dog is tangled up all around my feet, so I'm gonna have to do this weird twisty thing. All right, so same thing here. They're always about cleaning up after your pups. It's very pet friendly here. This entire area, whenever they're doing craft-a-thon, brewfest, or anything like that, will just be a ton of those little like shades, the little booth setup things just scattered through this entire thing. They try to do as much as they can in the shade. At least this last year they did. The previous year they did it all right here. and it wasn't near as fun. It's definitely way better when it's all intertwined in the shade. So literally last weekend, right here where we're at, there was just like 3 or 4 tents from here to about right there, and then behind us as well, tons of different vendors, and they do this for all of the different events. We've got some restrooms over here. They're not my favorite. I generally don't choose a porta potty over a normal bathroom, but they're fine. It's just I think the porta potties are taken care of just a little bit more, or at least it looks like it. They're probably perfectly clean in there. It's just sort of iffy. Got another parking lot down here, and then we've got the boardroom, which is probably where I'm about to go grab a snack and take you guys with me. And that's where we're going to go over all of the kind of pros and cons and cost of living, so that you guys can get a realistic idea on what the cost of living is out here. And we're just going to kind of chat. Of course, I'm going to get some food in my belly first, and then we'll chat after that. I literally have I got a whole thing of notes right here for us to kind of go over, so definitely don't miss that. I think this is it that I want to talk to you about, this portion right here. So let's go grab something to eat. Actually, while I am walking to our next location, I do want to make sure that I let you guys know I do run a full team of real estate professionals here. So if you are considering moving to the area and you'd like some help with that, that's what we do. We've got a specialist for every single city here along the Emerald Coast, sometimes even 2 or 3 specialists for some of the cities we service a little bit more. You guys can reach out to us. I'm going to throw all of my contact information on the screen, and I'm actually going to pop up a QR code on here as well, so that in case you're watching on TV or PC, what have you, you can pull out your phone, take a picture of that real quick. Come on, Lemon. And it'll take you to a page where you can put in a little bit of information. We'll reach out to you. I'll have my customer service team reach out and, start trying to figure out what you guys are looking for and things like that. So whether it's Fort Walton or any of the other cities here on the Emerald Coast, that's what we do. Now for food. I think now is a good time to go over all of the stuff that I wrote down. I want to make sure you guys have as much information as possible about, possibly moving to this area if that's what you're looking to do. So I want to talk about some of the basically cost of living stuff. Obviously, that's a really big portion. Whenever you're moving to a new city, you want to make sure that you can actually afford it. You're not too house poor and things like that. So I know I kind of mentioned some of this before during the house tour, but I'm just going to kind of reiterate some of this. So the price range in the areas for this town near Destin, Fort Walton Beach, is the town we're talking about, range from about $157,000 all the way up to about $2.15 million. And that's in the last 3 months plus properties that are currently active. So that's real-time numbers right there. Now, on the lower end of that spectrum, the 150 to maybe 250, most of those are going to be townhomes, some condos. You'll see a few homes sprinkled in here, and they'll generally be 1960s, 70s, older cinder block homes, until you get to about 250 and up. From 250 to about 400, single-family homes primarily. You'll also see nicer townhomes, nicer condos. Then it kind of keeps ranging from there and goes up and up. Because Fort Walton is on the water. As you see my dog just walking around behind me. You'll have some of those really expensive homes, and sometimes it'll even go higher than that 2.15 million. Sometimes it'll go. I've seen them, seen it all the way up to about 6 or 7, 8 million bucks on the high end. So the median price in Fort Walton Beach is $400,000. It's actually just north. It's at 401 and some change as of this go. If you're a longtime viewer of this channel, again, you've probably heard me say other numbers around there. That's because it fluctuates. So I look at real-time data every single time I'm doing these videos, which is super important so that you've got the actual real-time data. So if that's something that's important to you, hit the subscribe button, because we're doing videos like this every week. Drops at Tuesday at 4 p.m. Whereas in Destin, it's 560 right now, and it generally actually hovers in the 600s. So definitely a lot more bang for your buck. Let's see, homes here in Fort Walton, even though you're paying a lower premium for it, you're getting all of this stuff that we've been showing you guys today. Access to parks, access to, water access very easily, lots of events, and you're close to the water. I mean, we're literally a quarter of a mile. The house where we were at, it probably wasn't even a quarter of a mile. It was probably about 200 yards to water. It was probably about a quarter of a mile to get to the nearest spot to get to the water. And you'd have to cross a bridge in order to get to the actual beach, like white sandy beaches. You'll have that beach on the sound side, but it's not the same as what most people are aware of. So you're not going to get that in Destin near as much. And you're going to pay a prettier penny in order to be that close to all of these amenities. This is a great option. Fort Walton's always a really good option for people that don't want to necessarily be house poor. They want to still live the beachy lifestyle, but yeah, I just don't want to pay that much money for it. And I want access to Destin. As I said, it's like 8 minutes away. Depending on traffic, right now it would be pretty rough because we saw some of that traffic coming in. But with no traffic, it's only like 8 minutes to get to Destin. I mean, it's literally a couple of miles right over the bridge there. So, insurance on a property very similar to what we looked at. Well, actually, the one we looked at was a little bit higher priced, but an average price point out here of about $400,000. You can expect around $2,000 a month for insurance. Now, taxes are going to be a little bit higher in Fort Walton Beach than they are in Destin. Destin's millage rate is actually a little bit lower. Surprisingly, Destin's millage rate is one of the lowest in our area. Outside of you get into the county, and then it's a little bit cheaper there. As far as groceries and eating out and things like that, your groceries, you can expect a family of 4, probably somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500 a month, depending if you're a thrifty shopper or not. As a solo person, I spend just about that much already, but I eat, organic, and I'm on a very strict, what I eat and stuff. And I Instacart everything because I don't like the wasted time at the store. So I do pay a pretty premium for that. I bet if I wasn't, it would probably be about $100 to $150 a week versus the $200 per week that I currently spend. So, of course, if you shop at some of the more expensive places, you want to go to Whole Foods or something up in Destin, you're probably going to pay a little bit more. Publix is going to be a little bit more, but they'll have more deals too. So it just kind of depends there. As far as like eating out, your standard kind of sit-down place, like where I'm at right now, I would call this mid-tier actually. So like your standard like initial pricing would be about $10 to $15 for like a lunch spot or something like that. You can definitely find cheaper, but like one grade above fast food, because we all know what the fast food prices are. Those don't really change unless you're in a very expensive county or something like that. I mean, then you got mid-tier, which is like where I'm at right now. I'm sitting at the boardroom right here, right by the landing and everything I just showed you, just a few doors down from the coffee shop. This is one of my favorite spots because it's got a great outside area. The main road's right behind me. You might be able to hear, sounds like a fire truck or something going. So, a little bit noisy here, but you've got this whole courtyard here. We've got Woodfoot. It's a brewery right next to us. And this whole area, as I mentioned before, is just shops and bars and nightlife and restaurants. So if you're gonna do kind of that mid-tier restaurant like this, you're expecting like $15-$20 for the meal itself. Then of course, if you grab a beverage or something, it could start jumping up from there. And then like a nice sit-down restaurant, you want to go get crab legs, or you want to go have like a nice Italian dinner down at Ollie's or something right down the street. I would expect somewhere between $30 and $50. And then, of course, it kind of scales from there. You go to Old Bay Steamer right across the way on the island, and, a whole thing of king crab legs is going to be $100 to $130, depending on what extra add-ons you get. So it can definitely scale from there. And then gas out here is below the national average by a decent amount, not dramatically so, but by a decent amount. The one I just filled up at this morning, it was $2.57 this morning, and that was without any rewards programs or anything like that. So a little over $2.50. It's been hovering between $2.55 to about $2.75. I always look at the raceway every time I drive by because I know I do these videos and I want to make sure that you guys are aware of what the gas prices are. Yeah, I think that's everything for cost of living. My food should be here any second. I figured I'd knock this out before the food came here, but cost of living is important to you. Make sure that you schedule a consultation with us. We can kind of walk you through your budget and what life would look like on the amount of salary you're going to be expected to have while you're out here, like if you're relocating for a job or something like that. It's part of what our consultation process does. You can absolutely do that. Again, we're going to throw my information up on the screen. If that's something that you want, either reach out here or use that QR code right here, and we can definitely set something up. And we can walk you through all of this stuff. Consultation takes about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how many questions you have. And depending on where you're at in your journey, that's what will kind of determine how we are going to communicate and what tools we're going to provide you. So we don't say it enough on this channel, and we definitely should, but we have tons and tons of tools for you guys to help you out. Make sure that you're making the right decision when you're relocating. One of the worst things, in my opinion, as a real estate professional, as a team of real estate folks, is moving to the wrong area, moving to an area that you think is the right one, and then you actually get there and it's not at all what you were expecting. So I'm gonna leave it there for now, and I will see you guys in just a minute. Well, I was just gonna dive on in, but I gotta show you guys this. This is my favorite meal they make here. It's just spinach, rice, chicken, a little bit of queso, a couple other things, but it is delicious. They actually make like a ton of like really cool stuff here, and the chef, they're always rotating the menu. They always have some sort of special, and some of the stuff on the menu seems odd. Like they have a grilled cheese with like peach jam on it. It's actually pretty good, surprisingly, but I'm never disappointed with their food here. This is definitely one of my favorite spots for a quick lunch. Come out here, enjoy the beautiful weather, and hopefully not enjoy the sound of the road traffic behind me. But I'm diving into this. So that's where I'm at. So this is actually a slightly lighter than usual Friday night here. The band was a little bit late, so some folks started leaving, but that's super rare. In fact, that's the only time that I know of, but I don't come out here that often. But as you can kind of see, you've got different golf carts, different folks kind of parked out here. This actually isn't supposed to be happening, I don't think. I don't think it's supposed to park your car here. But all of the parking gets filled up pretty good, as you can kind of see all the way out here, and then all the way across too. So doesn't surprise me. I don't think anybody's going to give them too much stuff. Actually, this one might be part of the band. I don't know. Oh, this is so cool. Well, it was cool until one of them got hurt or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually pretty funny here. Look at this guy. There's somebody else recording too, and I already know exactly who that is. So if you guys watch several other people on YouTube, you probably recognize this fella here. I'm gonna flip this around. This is so funny that you're here too.
Look at this. Hey, for you guys watching both of us, this guy's for you. Watch my channel though.
Yeah, it's Tim with the living in Destin, Fort Walton, or Fort Walton, Destin. They do videos similar to ours, just not as good. It's all in good fun. We're good buddies, but yeah, this is exactly what it looks like when it's kind of happening. Actually, here, look at this. You've got fire department here. There was cops over here somewhere. Actually, you might see them. Might be the cops, and then the emergency dispatch for the ambulance or whatever. They come out here and they kind of show up, and I don't know. This is just what Fort Walton looks like. So, if you're looking for something that's not Destin but still has a good vibe, you're not missing out here. There was a whole lot in this video. If this sounds like something that you're into, golf cart life, concerts at the Landing, downtown Fort Walton, then definitely let's connect and check out this next video we've got right up here on the screen. And I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday at 4 p.m.